All right. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he have taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he hath purpose against the land of Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate, desolate with them. Let's read it again. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, that he have taken against Babylon, America, and his purpose that he hath purposed against the land of Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Verse 46, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving the opportunity to do this lesson. It's like that. I do want to give double honor to the elders and Apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. This lesson I do want to get into today is about America is joined hands with Israel. All right, America and Israel are best friends. Do not be tricked by what they be seeing in the news. All right, because people out there lately have been saying how Trump is throwing Israel out and under the bus. They're saying that they're not part of Israel anymore. They're not supporting Israel when it comes to these things. That is not true. All right, they're best friends. Israel and America are like joint heirs. And even according to prophecy, it talks about how the least of the flock, the Amalekites, who are there, where are they right now? They're in the land of Israel, the land of Israel, are gonna draw America that Babylon the Great, America into what? Into War 3, and that's what's gonna happen when all hell break loose. Israel is gonna be the cause and the reason why America goes into War 3. All right, to protect it and to make sure they could do whatever they want, and that's basically what's about to come to pass. So don't get confused when they say, "Oh, America is against Israel," or America is throwing Netanyahu in the bus. No, that's not the case. All right, and if you do see that, that is a war tactic. They're trying to deceive the enemy to think that everything's okay, or they're trying to preach peace when there is no peace. They're trying to preach peace and safety when really in reality there's no peace and safety. All right, that's just another tactic that Esau Edom was doing, because in reality we all know what's gonna happen next. And what is it? The least of the flock, the Chaldeans, shall draw what? Shall draw them out. Who's it? Them? America, Babylon Great, out into what? Into War 3 for the destruction. It's lucky of me yawning a lot. I just came back from work, so I'm tired. I was barely trying to stay awake watching this video, but mainly the thing I heard was that they keep on saying that America was against Israel, when in reality we know that's a lie. All right, because we know that Yahweh Shemashai want the least of the flock to draw Babylon the Great out into War 3. Verse 46 says what? At noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and a cry is heard among the nation. Why was the earth moved? Because multiple nukes gonna hit America in this point in time. All right, and the reason why everybody's crying in those days is because America, the nation that made other nation rich, because they've been buying her delicacies, is gone. So that's why everybody's crying. Everybody's crying because you know, America, the nation that was making their money, that making them rich, is basically disappeared off the map. A good precept to go of this was Revelation chapter 18, verse let me see, that's verse 9. Yep. So let's go to verse 9 of Revelation chapter 18. Let's start on verse 9. It says this: And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, thy great city, America, Babylon the Great, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Verse 11, and the merchant of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. All right, so the reason why the nations are crying in the days we're about to get into is not because they love America. They're crying because America, the nation that buys of their delicacies and made them rich, is basically gone. So going back to Jeremiah 50 verse 46 says what? I noise that taken of Babylon, the earth is moved and a cry is heard among the nations. That just the nation just crying, not out of pity, but out of like fuck, my money is gone, like they're pissed that now there's no person that could buy their merchandise anymore because Babylon the Great, America, this great hope, just got judged. All right, and that's basically what's about to come to pass. And don't be deceived by when they say Netanyahu is not with America. They cut ties. They stop talking. They're not talking. No, man, that's not true. According to prophecy, they're linked up. According to prophecy, America and Israel they join hand in hand. And when all hell break loose, they both about to get judged by Yahweh Shemashai. All right, the land because they have the heathen have took no come past the land. They're not supposed to be there in the first place. And America because America was a place where they had slaughtered the Israelites, so-called Negroes, like Sudan Americans. It's gonna be a good look, man. When World War III happens, a great judgment is gonna come, where Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna judge those two lands, and it's gonna be a great judgment in those days. All right. Jeremiah chapter 49, I believe verse 12 says it again. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, they who judge. Oh, wow. Well, it is beautiful. Well, yeah. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, they who judge was not drink of the cup, have surely drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So basically, the people that have, that had received their judgment, they have received their judgment, and they have not, escaped it. So if the people that has not received their punishment, you think that they're not going to go unpunished? No, they're going to go punished, and that goes for the heathen that's in the land of Israel because they're not supposed to be there, and the Edomites that's in America. All right, they haven't gotten punishment for what they've done to the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. You think their punishment is just being in shame? No, they gotta go through it too. They ask gotta look. It's blood for blood, eye for eye. Yahweh Shema Shai wants vengeance for what they have done to his people. So this place is going to get their judgment. Verse 13, for I have sworn by myself, said the Lord Yahweh, that Bozrah, that's the capital of Esau Edom, was the capital of Esau Edom today, that is America, shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. All the city thereof shall be perpetual waste. Why? Because they have what? Great robber murdered the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. And he's gonna make sure this land is created to waste. And how he's gonna do that? By dragging America into War 3 and causing all the nation round about to shoot the arrows at America, at her, at them, at Israel and America, for all their wickedness, for all what they have done. All right, and I say Israel, the land of Israel, because the heathens is a compass bias. That the Most High is not going to judge the Israelites, well, two-thirds Jakes, but the land of Israel, they're gonna get judged. They're gonna get judged. It's kind of confusing, but low well, you guys can understand me. All right, and if you don't understand me, it's just not for you. It's just really just not for you. That's all it is. So let me see this real quick. But there was another scripture I wanted to grab. Um, oh, Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 20 says this, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, they have taken against Edom, and his purpose that he have purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock, the Amalekites, the people that's living in the land of Israel, that have compassed that land, shall draw them out. Who is them? America, the Edomites. They're gonna draw them out into what? Into war. Surely he shall make their habitation desolation with them. Oh, but yeah, Slovakia. But it's an habitation desolation. Yeah. So War 3, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna bring them into War 3 and ultimately be destroyed. So don't be deceived what they say when they say, "Oh, Israel is not talking to America." They're not linked up. No, that's not true. They're linked up because of prophecy. Because Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna get them destroyed together. Difference between their destruction is that Israel is going to be rebuilt back up for the children of Israel, for the true children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, And America is going to be left for destruction because they have done great wickedness. Revelation chapter 18 verse 5 says so. Now let's grab what was it? What was it? What was it? I had a good scripture. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 27. It says this: For the Lord of hosts, Yahawah, have purpose, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? All right, this is the purpose that YAHAWASHI wants to come to pass. And who shall disannul it? Who shall turn it back? Nobody can. All right, doesn't matter how many words they say, how many they try to, they can't turn it back. Israel and America are friends for a reason, for prophecy's sake, for they could be destroyed. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.